On today's episode of Anime Afterthought, My Hero Academia episode 87, Japanese Hero Billboard chart. Holy shit, we got a fucking bunny girl. That's it, that's the intro, bunny girl. Now, last we left off, Deku was able to take down Gentle Criminal and La Brava, leading us to the most kid-boppinest episode we're probably ever gonna have. Now, a lot of shit went down, but I gotta say, the most important part is Eri was able to smile, and in doing so, the shadow overhaul is beginning to dissipate. Plus, in the end, she got her candy apple. So yeah. Speaking of Eri though, starting out this week's episode, yeah, it turns out UA is basically taking her in. I mean, the parents have abandoned her. The only living blood relative is the grandpa, and he's fucked up. I mean, what exactly did Overhaul do to him? Did he like take out his consciousness, or like he's alive but he's just not awake? Like, has anybody actually tried kissing him? Like, is this like a Sleeping Beauty type shit? I mean, I don't like old dudes, but if that's your thing, you know, rock on. But yeah, we start out today's episode where basically Eri's getting her hair did, and Aizawa's like, oh yeah, UA is taking her in. We're gonna, you know, look after her. Her parents are basically, you know, they abandoned her. Her grandpa's down for the count. She has no one else, and let's face it, she has an overwhelming ability that she needs to get under control, and UA is the best place for her. I mean, but this is a school, so I mean, how can they take in a child? Oh well, Miro answers that pretty fucking quick. He's basically gonna be playing a babysitter, you know, since he's on hiatus. Now, I don't know if Tamaki is there to give Mirio, and even more importantly, us, the viewer, false hope, but he brings up the fact that if she is able to get her powers under control, that maybe the Invincible Man, aka Lemillion, might make his return. Like, I love the fact that they're bringing that up as a possibility, but I would hate it if it just never coalesces into anything. You can't dangle that string out in front of me and expect me not to pull it, and then when there's nothing on the other end, I'd be very upset. Now, at this point, Deku wants to spend more time with Eri. Like, you know, she's my little gal pal. Aizawa actually sends Class 1A back to the dorm because it looks like they have other guests coming there. Like, who the fuck could it be? And I was actually surprised. It's the Wild Pussycats. And they even have the quirkless ragdoll with them, which is a fucking huge surprise. Last time we saw her, I'm 95% sure she was in hysterics after losing her quirk search. But it seems she's doing a lot better. In fact, they're actually all getting back to work. It seems they've been on hiatus ever since the forest training camp arc, which is kind of referenced when we see that Tiger apologizes to Bakugo, saying he was unable to save him that day. And we see Bakugo, of course, being Bakugo. He's like, dude, there's no point, you know, dredging up the fucking past. Obviously, his way of saying, you know what, I don't blame you, don't feel bad. But yeah, it looks like they're getting back to work, you know, with one hero down, but she's gonna be manning like the offices. She's gonna be like pulling desk duty there for a while. Like I said, she had her quirk stolen from her, and we actually get a very interesting interaction with All For One. He's actually said he'll give Ragdoll her power back. He'll give her quirk back. Now, I always thought it was taken for a reason, but yes, that still could be true, that he's acquiring certain quirks for certain reasons, but he's also come out to say it. You know, we get a little snippet of him locked up at Tartarus, which we'll circle back to. But yeah, he says, I have an obsession, an addiction. If I see an ability that I fancy, I end up just fucking taking it. So that leads me to question whether Ragdoll's ability was taken for a purpose or was taken out of just for the want of that power. Like, I have no fucking clue. Speaking of Tartarus, now I already made a prediction on Twitter, and honestly, the first time I ever truly thought about a prison that incorporated all of the big baddies we've seen so far, plus God knows who else. Literally the top dogs of the villainous world. I instantly thought of Impel Down. I mean, come on. If we're not gonna have a level 6 arc, if we're not gonna have a prison break arc, I call bullshit. I literally, if it hasn't happened already in the manga, we're gonna have a prison break arc. It might not exactly go the same way. It might have a couple, you know, twists and turns, like maybe a reformed Stain would like to join the good guys. Maybe he saw the errors of his way and decides to, you know, team up with Deku, who says, you know, hey, you make a good hero. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but that's the first thing I thought, like, holy shit, there is a Supermax for fucking villains. It literally reminds me of Impel Down, and shit, are we gonna get a fucking prison break? Like, oh, I'm looking forward to that. Like, if it doesn't happen, meh, but if it does happen, fucking called it, and it's on Twitter. Okay, back to the pussy. It turns out the group's not alone. They're still, there's technically a 5th member of this group. He's basically the chore boy, not a true hero, not a true intern, He does the grunt work. Who am I talking about? It's fucking Coda. And he is such a fucking fanboy. It is hilariously awesome. I fucking love it. And of course, Mandalay has to go full on embarrassing and, hey Deku, check out his shoes. He picked them all out by himself. And literally they look exactly like fucking Deku's red shoes. Deku's like, yay, we're twinsies. Like, oh, that's so cool. Honestly, that's just a fucking sweet moment. Now, of course, the conversation goes into, oh, you guys are already back to work. Yes, Ragdoll, you're amazing for, going back now that you're quirkless. Now, this whole interaction, being that it's so out of the blue, it's kind of like a roundabout way to get us to the thicket of today's episode. It is the Hero Billboard chart, specifically Japan's Hero Billboard chart. This is the ranking of the top 10 heroes. Now, I'm assuming from what we get, from information from Hawks, it's not just based on popularity. I'm assuming they take in several different, categories to pick up this rankings, because he even says that, if it was based on popularity, I'm way more fucking popular than Endeavor, who, surprise, surprise, is the new number 1. Yes, the rankings come out for Japan's top professional heroes, and they are as followed. Coming in at number 10 is Ryukyu, the chick who can turn into a fucking dragon. Yeah, the one that helped us during the Overhaul arc. It seems she is the number 10 hero. Number 9 is Yorimusha. Looks like a fucking Ninja Gaiden character. Judging by his beard, I assume he is an older gentleman. Now, number 8 is a very weird character, because you guys are obviously obsessed with him, so much so that I had to change one of my postings on my community tab, because I did not include a picture of him. It's the professional hero known as Wash, who's a washing machine. Now, I don't know if you guys are fucking with me or not, but is he a legit hero, or is he like a mascot that you guys are memeing behind? I don't know. I mean, look at fucking Fat Gum. The dude's a giant fucking egg, yet he is fucking the tits. I mean, I fucking love Fat Gum. I'm surprised he's not, ranked higher. But yeah, I've learned early on that the designs in My Hero Academia have nothing to do with fucking power at all. But this one definitely has me questioning whether you guys are fucking with me or not. Next up at number 7 is Kamui Woods, who we find out is actually dating Mount Lady. Like, okay, good for you, bro. I mean, she's fucking hot. That's it. Now, when they said the Shield hero Crust is the number 6 pro hero, I got a little overexcited. But I also looked at him and saw the green fucking cape, and I got even more excited. Like, I can't tell if this is an homage or mirrored thinking, or I don't know what the fuck's going on. But does this have anything to do with the rising of the Shield hero? You guys gotta let me know. Comment below. Please let me know. Like, is this based off what I'm thinking? Like, shit, I don't know. Dude seems legit though. I honestly think, he's one of those guys where he was just blurting out whatever's on his mind and just being, overly enthusiastic. But like I said, can't judge a book by its cover, especially in this series. He could be a fucking villain that murders babies. I don't fucking know. Okay, so now we have the number 5 hero, and her design, I'm assuming earlier on, was kind of leaked to me. It wasn't a spoiler. I didn't know who the fuck it was, but I saw this chick plastered on Twitter of a bunch of fan art. And first of all, you guys who do the fan art, you're fucking dope as shit. I'm so excited that this series has a fucking bunny girl, and she is thick, and she's got them big rabbit legs, them big rabbit haunches, nice tan color mixed with like the white hair and the white fur and the gloves and shit. Like, yo, her design is fucking amazing. And then her personality, like, honestly, I don't know how close I am, but the way that she spouted off, literally said whatever was on her fucking mind. And then when Hawks, started talking, she goes, haha, I like you. You're not afraid to say it. Like, I'm getting super Mario Leona vibes. Like, is she Sisgolion? Like super confident, stubborn powerhouse type? Like, is that what we're getting from this character? Like, I don't know. I'm loving Mirko so fucking much. I also love the fact that she's named after a professional fighter. Yes, the Croatian MMA fighter, if you do not know, also has one of, if not the thickest fucking thighs in the business. Like, his kicks are fucking amazing. Mirko Kokop is fucking unbelievable. And I honestly, he was such a joy to watch. I believe it wasn't his UFC fights, it was his Bellator fights, I think. And just some of his kicks, you could just fucking hear them, and it hurt, it rasped. straddled. And I love that she's based on, like, you wonder where you get them thick thighs? Yeah, it's fucking, that's IRL right there. Next up at number 4, we have Edge Shot. I love him. His design is so fucking awesome. Fuck it, Origami Ninja. I mean, I fucking love it. It's fucking awesome. And I love how he does that ninjutsu fucking hand pose. I fucking love it. Now, here's an interesting one. Honestly, number 3, Best Genius. Bro, I thought you were fucking dead. Like, I thought when the screen popped up, it was an in memoriam. Like, I thought you were fucking legit gonzo. Like, dude, where the fuck are you? Are you fucking okay? Is this some kind of, like, you know, farce to put on to not scare that we lost another fucking hero? Like, dude, what the fuck? Okay, so Hawks. Now, I put it in my community post the other day. Hawks is a very interesting character. First of all, his design, fucking love it. It so reminds me of Angel from X-Men, except just a more badass design. Like, I love his hair, I love the goggles, red wings, fucking love it. Something about them, though, is he's up to something. He's playing mind games with Endeavor, basically, like, psychologically, like, tricking him into coming to, you know, his hometown, and then out of nowhere, it pops a fucking, you know, in a remodeled Nomu, which we'll get to later. He's constantly saying, like, oh, I don't want to be, you know, in the top 10 of the heroes. I'd rather be in the low 30s, then I can do what I want. But then to counter that, we see him as a boy in the outro, blindfolded, being trained by CIA spook type looking motherfuckers. Like, something tells me when some anime tropes are real. Like, when you see someone acting a certain way 9 times out of 10, this motherfucker's hiding something. And honestly, Hawks, you seem pretty badass, but you also seem like you're fucking up to something. I could be completely wrong. I mean, I've been wrong before. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But yeah, I calls it like I sees it. And now we come to the new number 1, the official number 1, not just some kind of placeholder because All Might is going into retirement. No, it is officially 100% Endeavor is the new number 1 hero. Of course, due to the giant interaction with Hawks, like I said, he was just going on a spiel. Mirko loved it. She fucking loved it. Thought he was cute. Haha, you say what's on your mind. Haha. But it's kind of right. Everyone is saying like the same thing over and over again. Like, I'm here to bring peace. I'm here to, you know, to respectively like fill the spot I am given. No one is clamoring for the top. Like, he even goes so far as saying like, ooh, who the hell would like everyone talking about this peace shit? Will it fucking stain? Like no one's saying anything fucking heroic. And after he hands the mic off to Endeavor, we get like the most heroic thing he's ever fucking said. I'm not gonna say much. It zooms in on his face. Just watch me. If fucking everyone is stunned, I was stunned. I'm like, first of all, it was a beautifully drawn scene. His whole face, loved it. His outfit, kind of looks like a fucking football player. I don't know. I mean, I'm not 100%. Whatever. But that one line, just watch me, gave me chills. I fucking loved it. And of course, the next scene is fucking comically hysterical, where he's literally blowing up in fire, pissed about what Hawks just fucking did on stage. Like I said, this is where we get Hawks manipulating Endeavor to come, you know, to his home turf because of the quote unquote rumors. Oh, before we go any further, I forgot to mention that Hawks, yeah, he's only fucking 22. He started his own agency at fucking 18. So, like I said, all that, you know, it's making me think that there's more to him than meets the eye. And, you know, 99% of the time I'm kind of spot on with my predictions. Like I said, Prison Break arc. But it works. Endeavor and Hawks are doing a walkabout. Everyone is kind of surprised. I mean, he's nonchalantly just doing heroic shit, stopping a very weird, quirked person. Yes, the dude had the fucking quirk of shame. The more shame he feels, the stronger he gets. And Hawks easily put him down instantly. Saved a dog, helped an elderly woman up the stairs with her luggage. Like, he's doing this shit, but everyone's like, huh, Hawks, we don't see you here often. Endeavor even tried to play nice, like going up to a fucking kid, or at least a fanboy of his. And the kid was so fucking creeped out, he started bleeding from his eyes. I don't think that was his quirk. I think that was just his, you know, he was so shocked that Endeavor, the most stern hero there is he turning over a new leaf? He said he would. He said he'd try to be a better hero and, you know, in turn be a better father. So, I mean, maybe this is the new Endeavor. I have no clue. But after this little tryst through the town, it's time for grab some lunch and talk. And talk they do. Now, there seems to be 2 main things going on. There's a lot of rumors of Nomus, especially ones called remodeled Nomus. And of course, after they take a little bit of time of talking about this, it cuts to Dabi and what I believe is one of these remodeled Nomus, referred to as High End. I don't know if that's his official name or just whatever Dabi calls him. Interesting fact that it happens to be Dobby working with this one. Hint, hint, is the rumor of Dobby being Endeavor's son still going on? Like, is that still a fucking thing? I remember that fucking early on when Dobby was first introduced in the anime. I'm like, dude, like shit, like that's a fucking mind blow right there. Is that still going on? Is that still a theory? I don't know. We cut back and there's another thing that was brought up, and I don't know how much it plays into the future. We have that crazy, you know, Flasher dude maybe was a result of a autobiography. Yes, there is a villain out there that has published and is now republishing an autobiography. It is called Destro's Life Story. And in parentheses, it said Metahuman Liberation Warfront. Now, I don't know if that was like the name of the book, like a tagline for it, or really what it means. And before we can really get down to anything, you know, after the fact that Hawks once again is trying to manipulate Endeavor, once Endeavor's like, well, what the fuck do you want me to do about it? Oh, I need you to become a reliable #1 hero, a leader of us so I can do my own shit. High End decides to crash the fucking party. While Hawks is saving the waitress, it looks like Endeavor is going in for a battle, sends a flash fire fist towards the Nomu, and legit is pulling an Iron Man / Human Torch and literally just fucking flying there off his jet-powered booties. And that is where we end the episode. But yes, all in all, I absolutely love this episode. I love. The #1 thing I love about My Hero Academia is the unique character design. Everyone is unique and they play off their quirks well, or you can be completely surprised of what their quirk is. Like, all the designs are fucking awesome. And when we get introduced to new ones, I am so fucking excited. Seeing the top 10 heroes was fucking amazing. We got the best bunny girl I could ever fucking hope for. We have Hawks, a very interesting character. I loved his design. We have the new #1. We have the return of the Wild Wild Pussycats. We have the whole Destro, like this villain autobiography coming out. The remodeled Nomus as well as Dobby. Like the awesome potential we have in the Tartarus. Like, it was a pretty good fucking episode. And I like that they're gearing up for action. I want to see Endeavor do work, and I want to see a really nice animated fight between him and High End. I want to see Hawks do work too. We saw that him and his feathers are pretty fucking agile. I want to see more of that. I hope we can see more of that. All in all, great episode. So with that being said, I cannot wait for future episodes.